wolfhound.
But the thread says like they don't think it's food related. They think they're saying it seems like gas leak type stuff.
Commissioner of Health and Mental Hygiene feels like two different things.
Yes.
So we're looking at a Reddit post for Astoria,
Hmm.
and a bar was closed by the order of the Commissioner of Health and Mental Hygiene. It just feels like health and mental hygiene should be two different things.
Yeah.
Like I feel like mental health and hygiene, but mental
Just mental.
health and like why
What
is
does mental health have to do with the restaurant program?
yeah, unless it is like oh hallucinogens or in the Sprite.
Hallucinogen in the water.
They're in the Sprite.
The Joker finally got one of his schemes. Remember when
Joker
he turned
finally
when he
won.
made all the fish have
Yes.
smiles?
Oh god, that cartoon was so good. I think my favorite part of all the Joker things in the cartoon is
He's gonna smack me.
when they whatever he does when he they get like powder white faces. It's just like how is that how is that a thing that could happen? Like, haha, you've been poisoned. Now
Oh.
you're really pale and you have lipstick on? Congratulations.
Oh, there I am.
What's up?
Heyo.
Why?
John Paffer has entered the sub. Hi, baby. Hi, Papito. Hi, Angel.
Why?
Thank you, Pickle.
Where's that from?
October 2020.
Yes, finally. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
2018.
You know, I knew I was saying things wrong
Gotcha.
because I was going to say 2028, but also not right. Calendar stuff do I have to borrow?
Okay, there we go. This is going to work out great now. Woof. That was very frustrating, but I got it.
I don't know what happened to my calendar that it got so light.
I honestly don't know what to do with myself in those days.
Now I'm free to work for Andrew.
Or for that guy. Under her.
Like, what do I say?
I don't know. I don't know if you say anything or you just say
I was thinking just.
thanks for the heads up.
Well, I'm gonna say like I'm not. Maybe I'll be like I'll try to help her out a little more until she gets something.
Don't do that.
It's also weird that he
Especially
just
not
wrote
to
A.
him. Yeah, especially not to him.
True.
This didn't take quite this long the first time. Again, because I think I was just slightly better prepared, so.
Okay.
Awesome. We're good. You can see me. We're capturing everything. All the audio is going out. Talk for me for a second.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, perfect.
Hello, world.
We are broadcasting and recording. So that's awesome. Okay, perfect. Wow.
We did it, Joe.
We did it. Woof. That was a rough one. But we made it. So, what are we going to do here today? Michelle, you've been here before.
I've been here. Oh, yeah. Have you?
He helped us. He chatted us through it the first time from a different room.
I was supporting as a Twitch streamer.
It was exactly. It was a very different show that time, though.
This is true. I watched you play a video game that I did not understand.
Yeah, that was distracting, and it was difficult to have a conversation with you because of it.
It was, and there was a lot of oh, look at these shoes. I'm gonna pick up.
Yeah, I mean, I liked that part. I'm gonna be honest. That part I liked.
That was great for you.
Yeah.
From the other side, it was definitely a little. Yes, you should pick up that.
But you were a great teammate for me. I really loved it. But anyway, that's in the past. We're not doing that anymore. Now we're having a more podcasty podcast, and so this version of Dungeon Crawl Talk Soup is a much more of a chit chat and like having fun and hanging out and stuff. You all have all the things we need though, right? We have snacks and dice. Okay, so before we get started with anything else, before I do any introductions, I need one of you to roll a d6 and the other one to roll a d10.
Which one would you like to roll? A D6 just a normal ass dice, right?
Yeah, it's a normal ass dice. Yeah, normal ass dice.
This is a D10. Oh, I thought you were gonna say what you rolled.
Well, we both critically rolled.
6 and a 10.
A 6 and a 10. Oh, perfect. Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine.
Everything is okay.
I was not ready for that.
It's gonna be it's sad that we wasted those crits so early, but we'll get back to that later. Okay, so welcome. Hi, Dave. Thank you for being here. Michelle, thank you for coming back, even though it was a horrifying experience the first time. I really appreciate it. We have like a plan this time, so like a real specific set of agenda. So we're gonna have a chit chat and hang out and just like catch up a little bit using special Travis focused mechanisms. And then we're going to play a RPG for a little bit. I'm gonna make that a little bit shorter than the first one. If you listen to the first episode, well, we really got into it, and I didn't mean to get that into it, so we're gonna be maybe a little less. I mean, I don't know. It depends. You two are RPG nerds like me, so it's a chance we stick to that for a while. We'll do it as long as we want to, then we'll quit. I have a surprise segment that I want to try. It might go really badly. And we'll see how that goes. And then we're gonna all collectively solve the world, which is the crux, the main cornerstone of the podcast now, is solving the world one argument at a time, making definitive statements in a very indefinitive way, setting our flag in the sand and the top of the mountain.
Remember the disclaimer we have to make several times.
Yeah, we'll make it every single time. But we're gonna make a bunch of financial advice, and but we are not financial advisors. I once had my Series 6. But that's a long time ago. A different life.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you were
I was a tax auditor. No, I was also a financial advisor before that. So I actually was a financial advisor at one point in my life, but those licenses have expired. So all financial advice found in Dungeon Crawl Talk Soup is not to be followed, and you'll see why a little bit later too. Okay, so but we're gonna get started with a chit chat, and for that, I need one of you to roll a d20.
Oh, please, let me take it out of the box.
You go first.
Pressure's on. Let's get a bigger coffee table. Welcome to Queens.
Wish I could be playing those lo-fi beats while you're figuring this out, but I think it was causing trouble. Maybe I'll try again.
I don't even know I genuinely am not sure what lo-fi even means. I got a 12.
Okay.
Better than middle.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey.
How's work going? Any new career developments? No, you don't have to tell me about like what your job. What do you do for a living, Michelle?
Well, that's even stupider. My job is ridiculous. I work at a law firm where the main portion of my position is assigning offices to lawyers. Among other things, we're undergoing a very large renovation, and I've been helping with that a lot, which has actually been really cool.
You're moving to a new floor, right? Or you're opening a new floor?
We currently have the 17 floors, and we're gonna have 22, I believe. Yeah, it's all public. It's been announced. I'm allowed to say
Yeah. So, well, for I mean, I was gonna say there's two things that's worth noting is that we can cut anything, and yeah, strangely enough, this question like wandered right into the area of like one of the very potentially sensitive areas of what we could talk about versus not. But, um,
well, this is all public. We've had our press releases.
yeah.
It's all been.
But how's your career? How have things been?
They've been
Do
good.
you
Busy.
do you go to the office every day?
I go 4 days a week. So we are supposed to be in Monday through Thursday, and then we can be remote Fridays. But the nature of my group is we're facilities, so we have to have someone on site. So if for whatever reason I'll be in on some Fridays, and then I get to take another day off, which is nice because then I can do my laundry on a Wednesday.
Oh, that's lovely. I love doing laundry on a Wednesday.
It's actually really nice going into the office on Fridays because we're about 1,500 people. That feels high.
That's a lot of
Maybe
people.
1,200 people, but on Fridays there's like a bunch.
I love it. That's the best.
So it's great.
In my office, it's similar. But except for that, people have the option to go in on Monday or Friday, and almost everybody chooses Monday,
Yeah.
which is great because
Nice.
it's so quiet. I get so much done.
Yeah. I go and I talk to the guys in the cafeteria because they're so bored. So you go and you hang out and you talk to them for a while, and they give you an obscene amount of chicken. It's really nice.
That's lovely. Great career development, Michelle.
It's about food. It's fair.
Dave, roll of the D20. I'm gonna have to take that question off. I had to ask that last time too.
Good deal.
So is that a 6 or a 9?
That's a 6.
That's a 6.
Oh yeah. Okay. Hey Dave, did you catch the game last night? Have you been watching any sports? Have you been watching any sports? This is the sports category of the podcast.
So I think I checked ESPN.com to see the Devils score.
You did do that.
But what day is today? Today's Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
So yeah, the Devils did play yesterday. The Devils, who I'm a fan of, recently
Who play?
changed their head coach as they are not doing very well. They played the Florida Panthers. They did not win.
Panthers are in first place.
Wow.
Panthers are the best team. So that's okay. That's okay for the Devils to lose.
One would assume for a cat playing hockey.
Yeah, playing hockey in Florida.
In Florida.
Excellent at hockey.
So they're just sliding.
They just the idea combined, it's so anti-hockey that it like circled all the way around back to being good at hockey.
So I caught the score of the game, not the game itself.
That's awesome. Do you watch any other sports besides the Rangers? I mean, oh gosh, I just said the Rangers, but it's the Devils. How dare I?
I'm a fan of watching League of Legends, a esport.
You've gone back and forth on that
Well,
in your lifetime.
I've expressed to you my feelings of watching the NALCS, which I don't watch.
Well, going back to League of Legends, he's always watched. He goes back and forth about playing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I offered. Oh, so you don't watch that league that was in New Jersey?
Correct.
Oh,
Around the globe has a league.
right.
I usually watch like the Korean.
The North Americans suck.
They're
Is
not.
there an American one?
They're not as good.
Yeah, because I tried to go to see one in New Jersey, and he was like, "Nah, we're not doing that."
I'm very largely not a fan of Cloud9.
Oh yeah.
Who was playing at that event, and I will not pay money to see
Got
them.
it. Who's
I don't have a good reason for this.
Well,
I just don't like them.
And they're been very good,
Yes,
right?
they're always
Which I think
they're always
adds
the top team.
twists the knife, you know?
they were in town from Europe, or
No, they're they're a U.S. team, but they were in the playoffs.
oh,
They're West Coast, right?
They were in the finals, I think, which you had asked for us to go to. They lost, which would have been nice.
got him good.
You know.
Fuck you, Cloud9. I can say that on the internet.
Their logo's very cute.
But then they go on to the Worlds.
Yeah, if you qualify, there's a world championship once a year, usually usually in the fall, the best 3 or 4 teams from each region goes there and they duke it out.
And has the North American teams been successful there? Is Cloud9 successful there? No, they get crushed in the Worlds.
It's always the meme is that they rarely get to the group stage or get
Past the group stage.
So they get in because they're guaranteed to
They
get
get a bid. It's a little bit like soccer. The American team goes to the World Cup, but that's about it.
It's like the competition in the U.S. is just not up to where it is in other
right.
Like, I mean, they could all whoop my butt, but they,
But the European teams are competitive.
They are
more competitive.
Yes.
But
typically, the Korean and Chinese teams have been the winners for the past several years.
It's a fun game. It's a fun game to watch.
Yeah, stressful to play.
Yeah.
I think it's more fun to watch.
I tried. I was gonna say.
Watching it makes you want to play it because, like,
yeah, totally.
This time I'll be better.
I tried to play it a couple times, and then I'm like in the thing, and like there'll be an item or something, and I'm like, oh, I want to read all the lore and all the like little stats about this item, and then meanwhile the team is off like fucking around and fighting each other and stuff. I'm in the back like reading through books and stuff and like crafting stuff and being like, look at me, I'm hanging out over here, and then no bad guys come over or the opposing team comes over, and I'm like, what are you guys doing here? I'm not ready.
Can we truce till 20 minutes?
Yeah, well, it's like when we did D&D, and I was like, wait, about this cup.
Yeah. Let's just read about this for a while.
And Dave's like, I can't actually speak, so I'm just going to smash through it.
That's right.
Like, but is the cup bronze?
And then meanwhile, Jess is just like leaving the party entirely and going, I'm out of here. I'm going to go do something else somewhere else.
Every time. She starts rolling before she's going to do anything.
On Saturday is the home opener for NYCFC. But the weather's supposed to be really awful. It's at Yankee Stadium. Now, most soccer-specific stadiums, they build it in such a way that there's awnings. They play in the rain, but they have like I guess the best word for it is awning, but there's like a cover for the seats. Yeah, an overhang. And so you don't really get rained on so much if you're sitting in the seats. Of course, it can come in sideways or whatever, besides the point. But it's a baseball stadium. It's not meant for people to sit at their seats in the rain. And they force...
It's like, you get wet and you get sunburned.
Yeah, exactly. That's all that happens at NYCFC games. And so sometimes it's in the evening. And then it's cold. You have to buy a jacket. Plus they suck.
You're not getting sunburned, but you're getting a little bit of pneumonia.
Team sucks too. That's ridiculous.
Are they bad?
They're bad. So, but whatever. I still have the season ticket, so I'm gonna go on Saturday. Yeah.
And you got a lot of weird swag.
I do have a lot of weird swag. Just a lot of swag to that point. I have 2 championship banners over there behind us. Okay, so that's our sports talk for the
Can't be that bad, then.
No, it's the same championship. I just have 2 of them.
They were like, well, this time you guys, second one.
Yeah. I have 2 season tickets, so they give me 1 of each.
Oh, that's
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, Dave, roll the D20 again. This is going excellently. This is one of the best chit chats I've ever had. 3.
You know we're expert chit chatters.
Ask me. No, Dave, ask Michelle if she's been on any interesting trips recently.
Hey, Michelle, have you been on any interesting trips recently?
This question works a lot better when the people in the podcast aren't married and live together.
And living in a four.
I'm gonna be honest. This one's not right. Okay, this is a fail. The first question was a little bit dicey. Sports, not a great category for the 3 of us. This one,
You guys are very sporty.
we worked great on that sports question. I'm gonna say, travel. Michelle, have you traveled lately? Dave wants to know.
Dave wants to know. So I went to Budapest a few weeks ago with some guy.
Really? I didn't know about this. Tell me about it. I actually didn't know you went.
It was actually really cool. So we went, what was it?
January.
End of January. We were there for kind of a long time. We left on Monday and we came back the following Monday.
It's amazing.
I learned a lot about Budapest. I didn't know beforehand that it's Buda and Pest are the two original cities, and now it's one big city.
I had no idea.
And there's a big river that cuts it in half.
Sorry, it's Pest.
You're all.
Budapest.
We just. This has just become an educational podcast.
Yeah, these are. It's about to end. So this is what I learned. But we stayed in Buda.
We stayed in both sides.
Well, where did we stay first?
We stayed in the Buddha side first.
We stayed in the Buda side first, which is kind of the more cool area.
Yes.
So we went to we had this really beautiful Airbnb, and we stayed there. And across the street there was this giant
ruin bar club.
So it's a ruin bar, which is literally they took buildings that were shelled out from the war and they turned them into bars. So you go in and it's basically a cavern, and it is just in between these two buildings, and then the different areas have little bars, and it's really cool. It's really weird. But so we went so we get there, I get sick, horribly sick.
Oh no.
I think I had a sinus infection. I slept for the whole day, the first day. Wound up being fine. We were being kind of lazy. But then that night, Dave's like, we're going to go out. We're going to go eat. We're going to have fun.
Yeah.
And so we went out. We went to a really beautiful dinner. This is the second night. We had goulash, which I learned is the thing in Budapest. And we were like, we're going to go to the club, which is the ruin bar across the street. And we're all excited. And we went. It was super funny in hindsight because it was like a Tuesday night at 11. This is so strange. And then we got back and I was like, oh, it's 10:30 on a Tuesday. No one's here because of that.
Yeah.
Not because it's not cool.
Right.
But we were just like, this is perfect for us. We went, we had a beer, we danced for a few minutes, and we went, literally, it was across the street. We went back to the Airbnb. And we're like, oh, we did it. We lived. And we're going to sleep until noon tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then we went to the other side of the river, to the Pest side, which is a little more residential and laid back. And we went to a few bars where Dave wanted to have a Guinness because it's what he does.
Nice. Good for you, babe.
It's kind of hard to find a Guinness in Budapest, though.
I mean, there's an Irish bar everywhere. But
There is, but that doesn't mean it's good.
Maybe another podcast.
I was gonna say, do you have a top 10 Irish bar locations?
And our game, we didn't play our game. We have a game that we do usually when we travel. We call it a game, but we set it. Usually after we have dinner, we'll have dinner. When we're leaving, we'll set a timer, and we start walking in one direction. And I think the timer is 5 minutes. And somewhere within that 5 minutes, you have to pick a bar.
I love this.
So when you're walking, you pick a bar. If you don't pick a bar by the time the timer is up, you go into whatever the closest bar is.
I love that. I love it so much.
You basically just stop.
Yeah.
And then you survey the area. And you get to pick. It's got to be a nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
But if you see something before that, you can choose something. And you're just like, gosh, this is amazing. Let's do this. But
we go in and we have one drink. You're allowed to have one drink
per bar.
Oh, that's basically a self-made pub crawl.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. You do that all over the place.
Yeah, and we started in Paris.
Yeah.
In Paris, and we wound up going to an Irish pub and an English bar, and we were like, "What are we doing? This is Paris. Why are we going into the worst bar?" But it was fun.
We did many Parisian bars.
We did.
Did you? You ended up going to Parisian bars.
Yeah.
Good for you.
We were walking, and Dave's like, "I want a Guinness." I was like, "Sure, we're in Paris."
But now you've almost got a whole catalog of places where you've had Guinnesses. You're almost like a connoisseur at this point. You have a friend in chat, Chad the Chatter is in there. Wanted you to say he said he loves goulash.
I didn't know what to expect, but it was really good.
So good.
I was thinking it was gonna be watery beef stew, which I guess it kind of is.
Is it watery?
It's really watery.
Less watery.
It was more like drinking eating pot roast.
That sounds great.
It was really good.
And how many did you have? How many goulashes did you have? Just one, or?
No, I mean, I think I had 3 or 4. various different
That's-
places. Most of
I
them
would
are-
too.
The Irish pub.
Yeah, like the idea, each bar tends to have, or restaurant has like their own, their recipe for goulash. So we would basically try it everywhere.
That's what I would do. Absolutely. I would love to have goulash in a bunch of different places. How was the language barrier?
There wasn't one.
No,
Really.
they all spoke English.
They all spoke English, and a couple places they'd start speaking in Hungarian, and you would kind of
Like,
give them the blank stare,
uh?
the like blank smile stare, where you're like,
Yeah, or just say hi, and you're like, oh, okay, English menu for you.
yeah.
Yeah,
I like to go see. Oh, I'm sorry, and then they're like, oh, you poor American.
yeah. You gotta. Well, you know what you gotta do is put on a little bit of a Canadian accent, and that way they like you a little bit better.
I just try and look as wide-eyed and confused as I can. It's worked in Paris. It's worked in Budapest. You're just, oh, I didn't know.
You're like a damsel in distress.
Yeah, and they're just like, oh, you poor sweet thing. You've never been outside, have
That
you?
seems like it would work.
I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh. And so, how did you get better during your illness? Did you get medicine?
Dave went to the Hungarian pharmacy and bought me what I think was Sudafed.
That was actually probably the biggest point of language barrier, because I did go to the pharmacy, and I think I may have bought cold medicine or Sudafed or something, but
No,
I
you bought like Dayquil.
also bought a.
I asked him for a hot compress.
Yeah.
Aw, yeah.
So trying to explain
What?
that
Yeah, totally.
was difficult, but the pharmacist was great, and we got something that
It's great. I brought it home. I love it.
That's
just
nice.
pop it in the microwave, which you're
You
actually
actually
not
should not.
supposed to. Almost like just boil.
Here's the boiled
Put it in
water
hot
and then
water?
put it in hot water.
But
But I was microwaving it, and at one point I was like, "Why is it like solidifying?"
Ooh.
And I read the instructions, like, "Oh, because you should not be doing it."
but it helped.
But it's great. I love it.
That's awesome.
Brought it home. Lives in the closet now.
Is there any other amazing parts of your Budapest story?
The only other, I guess, kind of interesting thing for me was we went to the palace, the parliament. It's basically the palace, but it was interesting because there's so much pomp and circumstance behind it for so little like content. And they're just like, this is the crown and you can't take pictures here, and these are the guards who you can't, like, don't look them in the eye, and they come here every time, every whatever time. And like, we were standing there looking at the ceiling, and if you looked the other way, you could see the guards just like hanging out, like sitting there waiting for, like, oh, we have to leave and like do the thing.
Yeah.
And the whole time I was like, they don't care. And they're like, it's always being watched by these members of the guard who are an elite crew. And it's like, this is not an elite crew. This is a normal crew. Pretty sure we could take them. But it was just funny because they're like, and it was the crown had been smuggled out. Was it during World War II?
I've heard of this story.
Yeah, it was, and it was smuggled out. It was brought to the U.S.
Like in pieces or something.
Yeah, and it was famously returned recently. It was like maybe in I want to say 2017. Like, it was very recently brought back to Budapest. So I get it, it's a whole big thing, but it was just really funny to be like,
And that's like,
these guys are fine.
and that's like their biggest story of the.
Yeah.
And the room where the crown is being held has all these like carvings, and they were just like, if you look to the east, and we're all just like, and they start talking, and like, I was like, okay, I guess it's this guy. Like, and then the one woman there, and I was like, hey, not associating the wrong statue with the wrong story for about 20 minutes.
I'd still like to see this though. I'd like to do more of the like historical side of the sightseeing in different cities.
You should go with
Dave, let's go check out all the palaces and all the.
How do you feel about Roman ruins?
Oh yeah, I would do that. Yeah.
Roman ruins everywhere. I mean, I love Europe, going to Europe, but I got to find some Roman ruins everywhere, which is really not that hard to
He
do.
did it in Paris. He did it in, was it Cabo? Where did you find him?
in outside Barcelona.
Barcelona. He's found literally everywhere we go. He's like, we gotta go look at some Roman ruins.
Do you search for them and then go see them out, or do you stumble upon them?
No, don't. I mean, that would be really.
That would be cool if you were like Cape.
They are, yes.
You were like
I'm actively seeking them out.
You're like an archaeologist that
Yes.
like Indiana Jones, like finding new ruins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Michelle, roll a d20.
Okay.
Good luck.
12. I did 12 already.
Yeah. Oh, that means that we've experienced a wild magic surge, a wild magic conversation surge. Okay, so you've experienced a wild magic surge.
Ooh.
Oh no, my head.
Roll the d20 again, Michelle. We're going to a different table of questions.
You've blown up my snack.
Oh, don't talk about the
18.
snacks. We're not talking about snacks right now. Don't.
Sorry.
Hey,
I would have rolled higher or a different number, but I ran into
18?
snacks.
Saying I'm getting very excited by the snacks. So sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Michelle. Oh, don't talk about the snacks. We're not talking about snacks right now. If you could, Michelle, ask me. No, ask Dave. If you could turn into any household appliance for a day, which one would you choose and why?
You could turn to any household appliance for a day. Which one would you choose and why? Caveat: any household appliance or one specifically that we have?
Any. Good question.
I'm an espresso machine.
I knew you were going to be an
Why?
espresso machine.
But I would be a super automatic
Oh,
espresso
yeah.
machine. I can do everything. You want a milky drink? Got it. You want just some espresso? Got it. You want an Americano? Got it. You need your beans ground?
Is there an app to control it on my phone?
Probably. If they're really good, they're really, fancy, expensive techie ones. Yeah.
And you would take pride in your work.
Yeah. I get you exactly the type of coffee that you want any time of the day.
Sounds like you. And it would be a nice, and then you could just take a nap for like 16 hours when nobody's drinking espresso. So though you have espressos and one can have espressos at any time of day.
No, Dave has them at concerning times of day sometimes.
I actually don't have one Saturday. 6:15 is my cutoff.
You've definitely had them later because I've been.
I mean, on a Friday.
On a weekend, maybe.
You got to party on
I
Friday. You got to stay up till 11 on Friday.
I know, exactly. You got to make it all the way to those late hours.
Meanwhile, if I have a cup of coffee after 4, I'm just up until 2 in the morning.
That was very successful, and you made it to the wild magic table. You're the first person to make it there. There is a wild magic table, but we won't be discussing that right now. You have to stay tuned and join us for another episode of Dungeon Crawl Talk Soup to see if we ever make it to the wild magic table. But hey, Dave and Michelle, we had a chit chat.
We did.
We did. It was pretty great.
It was pretty good.
Successfully.
We're caught up.
I'm caught up with you. We don't have enough time for you to catch up with me. Because we got to move on to other stuff. So that was great. I think we did it again. We've successfully chit chatted. Okay, so now
Hey Michelle.
Hey, high five. Nice, you did it.
Ooh, that was a moist hand.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube and Twitch.
You're very nervous.
Chad is talking. Chad.
We have
My favorite Chad.
one concurrent participant.
Right.
Is it Chadworth?
It is Chad. Yeah, he's the only person watching. That's okay. We don't usually get a lot of people watching live, but I get a fair amount of people watching after the fact. So I recommend not thinking about it in terms of being on a show. We're just hanging out. The next part is we're going to play an RPG together. It's called 1,000-Year-Old Vampire. Have I talked to you about this before? Have you ever heard of it?
You sent us a link that I did not look at.
That's okay.
I opened it and I said, "Oh, that's a thing."
Okay, here we go.
I have the thing.
Did I share it with you?
Nope.
No, I haven't shared you the link to this. So
Give us a small synopsis.
I gave you the overall synopsis. I'm gonna send it
Yeah.
to you now, Michelle.
Okie dokie,
You can have
alright.
it open. So the way that this game works is the three of us are working together on telling the story of a vampire, and this vampire has lived for at this point has lived for 20, 30 years as a vampire, maybe less. But different things happen to the vampire, and we come up with prompts. It's sort of like a journaling game. So we're going to roll a couple of dice, and then it's going to give us a prompt of something that's going to happen to our vampire. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Uh,
I think a journaling RPG is hilarious.
Yes, it's very fun. And so last time, our vampire, whose name is Victor Bablito, he used to be a French bakery owner, but he had to escape France to move to Spain. And his name used to be Victor Bobaton, but we changed his name to Victor Bablito to try to hide from people.
Okay. So he was like, I have to hide from people, but I'm keeping my first name and just going off a couple vowels.
Yeah, a couple of vowels different, but that should do the trick.
Yes.
Cool.
And
no one will ever find me.
We have only one skill remaining right now, and that we can hear the thoughts of other immortal beings. Okay, so keep that in mind. Did you get the doc that I sent? Oh, so I realized that I become extremely white when my my computer screen has something white on it.
I'm getting
whitewashed.
Yes, like whatever.
Oops.
That word is.
So I'm gonna try to turn down the brightness.
No, just you. Do you want it?
You.
Said.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's see who can read faster.
You.
Are you in the?
Oh no.
Are you in the doc?
I am. I'm reading about murdering.
Oh, you're reading it already. Okay, so you're reading about how we had to kill Farmer Pierre. And then Farmer Pierre came to us in a dream, and then when we woke up from the dream, he had chopped off one of our hands, so we're missing a hand now.
Well, that's not cool.
But it doesn't grow back as a vampire?
It doesn't grow back. That's a weird thing.
You can't reattach it?
It's weird, right? So sometimes in the game you acquire what's called a mark, and it's a thing where you can't where it's a distinguishing feature that makes it difficult for you to stay hidden from other people. So we actually have two marks right now. One is that when we cry blood, and the other is that we're missing our left hand. We used to have a habit of Victor, our character, used to have a habit of eating hands.
Oh, so this is just comeuppance.
And this is comeuppance. Yes, you got it. You got his comeuppance for eating hands. Yeah. And so there's some various people that we know. We know.
Oh no, the crow's gonna be so mad. Oh, but we can hear the crow talk. Which means the crow is an immortal being.
We can hear we can hear crows talk.
Are the crows not immortal?
No, we can also hear crows. in a completely unrelated superpower that we have.
Do we hear them as French?
Yes, they speak French. They speak French. We can speak Spanish to them as well, yeah.
They're crows. They mastered all the Romance languages.
Yes, they know all the languages. So what I need each of you to do, so you're reading through it, you've got a good idea of how this works. And so we're going to various times use our skills or our items or the people we know to advance the story. But now I need to find... I've lost the doc for... So just give me a second here. I'll find... There it is.
Can you share that doc with me as well?
Yes, I can. Oh, yeah, there you go. It's done. You should be able to access it. Voldemort's is the vampire.
being that lives in the catacombs.
It's also the vampire that turned us into a vampire. But we also...
Oh, see, I was picturing him as a fun little skeleton,
well,
which makes me
well, we
excited.
do suspect that Voldemort was our brother who died in the catacombs when we were very young. And so we suspect that's the case. We might never run into Zoldemort ever again. It's very possible we'll never meet that character again. Yeah, be careful. We don't talk about copyrighted characters. Also, no free advertising.
Also, they're terrible.
Yes, that's also true.
Sorry.
Okay.
You know how I feel about
that person.
That
one who shall not be named.
Who somehow wound up being worse.
So
when you say catacombs, do you mean the current catacombs or
French
other catacombs?
Yeah, the Paris catacombs. But we don't live there anymore. In the last part of the story, we were in Spain and had to run away, and so we've run to the coast, to the southern coast of Spain, and we're looking for a boat that can take us away to another part of the world.
So we're a vampire. What are our vampire weaknesses? Can we go out in the sun? Can we
haven't really
see our
discussed
reflection?
that. We discussed it last episode, and the fact that it's possible we can
So we don't know.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah. It's possible
it's
we could go out in the sun. It's also possible we obviously can lose limbs and they don't grow back.
Just a quick shout out to the coastal town in Spain, Tarragona.
Let's just say that's where we are. We're in Tarragona.
There's Roman ruins here.
Oh, nice.
There's actually I think it's the largest still intact Roman amphitheater, not in Rome.
Guess where I'm going on my next
That's
vacation.
awesome.
Well, we've been there.
You've been there. You've already been. You're going back.
Oh, that's the one that we take the train to?
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually really cool.
See, okay, you tried to make fun of it, but you love it.
It was actually very... Granted, the situation was beautiful. It was a beautiful day. We took a lovely train. It was very nice. We also got stuck there.
Yes, we did.
Because we missed a train. And then we wound up at a tiny bar. And we had some beers and olives. And that guy did not speak English.
Yep.
Oh, but he still gave you beers and olives? You could say cerveza and whatever olive is in Spanish.
Well, he just gave us the olives. That's their thing. They were just like, do you want a snack? It's an olive.
Wait, we're not talking about snacks right now.
Sorry.
Okay. Roll a D10 and a D6. Okay, one of you roll a D10, the other one roll a D6.
You want to switch? Since you did the D10 last time. 9.
The 4 and 4.
9 and 4? Okay.
Yeah.
I know which one's which in this case.
I was going to say we should, forward, we should
I will need to know which one's which, yeah.
We're trying to get one of the cats to come on the couch so you can see how cute they are.
I would love to have a cat on my podcast.
Okay, puppy.
I'm waiting to see if the cat comes up.
Oh gosh. I might lose a hand before this cat comes up.
This is excellent content.
It's terrible content. But I promise you, he's adorable.
Okay, so I'll read this to you while what was that? I haven't.
You haven't met Suzuki,
no,
right?
not in person. Seen a picture.
He's the one. He is Heterochromica. He has one yellow eye and one blue.
That's nice. That's cute. That needs to be in the. I need that content. Oh, there I saw. Did you see it, internet?
Saw partial tail.
Saw a tail. Okay, so this prompt says, generations of the same family serve you. This line starts from any living mortal character or from the descendants of a dead mortal character. What bizarre rituals do they lie... what bizarre rituals do they tie to their servitude? So, one of the people on our list of characters, either Lady Marie or Michelle de Laurence. Those are only 2 choices. They become our servant.
Oh, do they want to be our servant?
Yeah, they're choosing to do that.
Okay.
And the line of
hold on.
this family that serves us as a servant family. Oh, yes. Hi, kitty.
around.
Hi.
Say hi, Popo.
That was awesome. I'm not sure I actually got that on camera, but yeah, hey. Hey, little one. Get that thing.
Can you get the other ball? Definitely. He's great because you can literally watch his pupils dilate.
Oh. Okay.
I
So
changed back to cat.
so I think the answer is Lady Marie. Starts a family line of servants, so she officially becomes our servant. We actually chose.
She's the one who likes to. Oh no, wait.
She's the smelly lady that
Oh, the one you made out with.
Yeah, that we made out with, and she came with us when we came to Spain. So we're gonna say that her family has become our servants, and we need to lose one of the two resources that we have. So you see, we have this looking glass that can see what's happening in time tomorrow, which we've never used, or a silver hairpin that has a pearl end and can be unscrewed to stash a vial of fluid inside. So we need to lose one of these things, and it has to do with some crazy ritual that Lady Marie does all the time in service of us.
I would absolutely keep that looking glass.
No, I think keep the hairpin, because isn't that the hairpin from our mom?
Yeah, it is the hairpin from the mom, yeah.
Yeah, but all it does is store a vial of the liquid.
Which one of us is more sympathetic? But we don't. Well, okay. Wait.
I can see tomorrow or store a vial of a liquid.
What is happening at this time tomorrow? So what if you're doing nothing right now tomorrow?
Bless you.
Oh, that was so loud.
To make plans, thanks.
I'll cut that. I'll cut that sneeze.
there might be a few.
That's okay. So I'm with Michelle in the fact that I think that the sentimental object is more fitting for Victor to hold on to. But here's the beauty is we can use the looking glass to say it's part of the ritual that Lady Marie does all the time. So maybe she looks forward, she and her family make it a point to always look forward a day for us.
And they can have one yellow eye and one blue eye. Much like Tzatziki.
Oh wow.
Maybe their servitude is they tell us the weather tomorrow.
That's right. Okay, well, also, by the way,
That would actually be kind of great.
Oh, we killed off Lady Marie in the last episode. I just realized, yeah.
Oh no.
Because she turned on us.
Well,
okay, so what we'll say is here's what we'll do. So look at number 4 on the memories, and I'll add this one. Okay. Later, a long lost son of Lady Marie. Let's do long lost daughter of Lady Marie.
Never mentioned that.
Lady what? Oh, Lady Ziki.
Lady Ziki.
Lady Ziki.
The other option is Lady Noodle, which is somehow worse.
She comes to us to pledge her undying servitude. No, it's not undying because she's mortal. Her mortal,
very limited
servitude. I task her. Wait, I task her with telling me tomorrow's weather.
I think I have a quarter
when I awake.
A quarter of a gummy.
So
wait, did we establish? Oh wait, he can go out in the daylight. We haven't established if he does.
I think in the previous episode we established that he can go out in the daylight, but there are other vampire-related things that we have not established one way or the other, like garlic and crosses. And
Did you
shit.
like how I was aggressively like, can he see his reflection?
Right.
Can
Do
he
we know
squirrel?
all these things? I'm fine with you.
I
No,
know.
I'm fine with you doing that, but
Something is stupid.
I'm telling you we don't know.
Can he see his reflection? Is he allergic to silver?
So
How does he feel about
we
garlic?
Can
he just walk in and does he have to be invited?
we lost a resource.
Do taverns count?
And we're adding a resource.
Which no one ever answers.
We have the servitude of Lady Ziki
I like it.
and her lineage.
No.
Yeah, so
Lady
you're in it,
Ziki
what
is
they
part of
think.
the story.
Yeah, that's nice, right? I don't know how to spell Ziki,
I
so
like it.
look, good thing I'm not broadcasting that part. You can see for
He's
yourself
very-
if I've changed
Only
it.
Chad will know.
No one will know if I've spelled it correctly or not.
Oh, I do. I go with Ziki because I don't know how to spell Tzatziki.
Zeiki. I think you
Oh,
get to.
I usually do Ziki because I think Tzatziki is TZ. Nope, lost it.
Whatever.
TZA.
TZ. There's an A in
How do you
there.
want me to spell it, Michelle?
I usually go Ziki.
Oh, simple.
Simple, cute, much like him.
Okay, that was awesome.
Knows how to use the voice.
We've succeeded
does.
in moving the story forward. We now have a lineage of servants, and their bizarre ritual is that they read the weather to us for tomorrow.
I mean,
It's bizarre for 1,000 years ago.
were there other options we could have gone
There's
with, or is
literally
this
anything you
just-
could have come up with, and that's what we chose. So now you're gonna
Thanks,
roll a
man.
D10 and a D6, and we're gonna do it again one more time. Then we'll move on to the last part of our show. Oh wait. Oh, timer's turning down.
The D10 is a 5.
Okay.
The D6 is a 4.
Oh, okay. It's easy.
Easy like seeing the weather tomorrow.
An enemy character uses a lost resource to turn your friends against you. Check 3 skills to regain a resource. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
You
We've
only
done this
check-
one before. No, I'm sorry. I read it wrong. Here's the next one.
Oh.
I'm going to cut that.
Ooh,
Should have a shitty nose.
Ooh,
Can't smell it.
Here we go. So things have moved forward somehow. So you were born in a time and place much different than in which you find yourself now. What values must you set aside to survive in this strange world? Create an appropriate contemporary skill based on your most recent memory. So what new name have you recently adopted? Okay, so
Wait, that jump.
Yeah, we jumped to when?
that's up to us. It's somewhat contemporary though. So we're going to jump forward in time from like 1100 to some point in the some much more
Do we wanna be
contemporary.
Industrial Revolution, or do we want to be just like, go whole hog and be like it's 2003?
I like that idea.
Yes.
So we woke up in 2003.
It doesn't have to be 2003. That's just when I graduated college.
think that's
so
great.
It's a year that is always stuck in my
I
brain.
love it.
So yeah, 2003.
2003. And
Because it's just old enough that like I had a cell phone, but it was a big deal, and like I was still waiting for my parents to go to sleep to be online
Mm.
so that I could tie up the phone line.
Well, because it wasn't AOL like free after a certain period of time. No, this was AIM at that point. Not back.
No, AIM was. I had AIM in the 90s. In high school, I had AIM.
Wow.
And you'd go into chat rooms, and I swear, every time, every person you were in a chat room with was like, "I'm on tour in Afghanistan." Literally every guy, if you did like the AIM, whatever
ASL.
chat roulette
Oh,
was
chat
back
roulette,
in
yeah.
1994, they were like, "Oh, I'm on leave in Sudan, in the Sudan. Let's chat." And at the time, you're like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" But in hindsight, I was like, "This motherfucker was not
No, he was just some
in
dude.
Desert Storm."
I'm not the military.
No, I'm
Live
not
on-
mocking the military. I'm mocking the person who was like, "I'm gonna tell this 15-year-old that I'm in the military."
You didn't do chat roulette as a kid, or chat rooms, Dave?
Oh, I did chat rooms. I don't know
Like
what chat roulette is.
You know what chat roulette is?
No.
Chat. How do you explain chat roulette?
I don't even remember.
Basically, you would like.
Does it put
was
you in a random
insane.
It's a
chat
little
room?
bit like
It would be in
Omegle.
random chat with someone. Like one person.
Oh, interesting.
But would it keep switching?
You would click the button to switch to another one, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of neat. No, I did not do that.
Neat, but it was also terrible.
You'd end up with
It's
really
like
gross people.
online speed, not dating, but chatting.
Yeah,
Just-
but it was also there were people who were like, "Fuck you, spin."
yeah,
But it's like Omegle, right? But without the video. Oh, that's a real cat video right there.
some cat butt.
My
cat butt. My cat butt.
Okay, we're gonna put this game on the shelf for now from this. And
Oh wait, so the next people who play, they're just waking up in 2003 and have to.
yeah, and they have to figure out. Oh, you have to give them a new name. That's the last thing we have to do, at least.
No.
So his name was Victor Bablito, but let's give him a new name.
Excuse me.
Wait, 2003 where?
Yeah, what country?
In that same town in Spain.
Tarragona, Spain.
Thank you.
So Victor.
Should he still be Victor? Should we go with the joke that he's still
He's
named
still
Victor?
Victor. Yeah,
Okay.
he's got
Yeah.
Victor.
900 years later.
Victor Augustus.
Augustus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Victor Augustus. I love it.
Wait, no, but it's his name started with a B, right? Both last names are
Bugustus.
B. Augustus?
Yeah. Victor Bagustus.
Victor Bagustus from Spain.
The most Spanish of names.
Okay, perfect. That is decided. We're done with that part. We did it. We played the RPG. We did it very briefly, but it worked out really nicely. Oh, I can hear Jessica coming home. But she has a bunch of vegetables.
Oh, she was the co-op.
Yeah.
You heard the vegetables?
I didn't hear the vegetables, but I heard someone coming in the door. It has to be Jess, so. Maybe she'll come down and say hi.
I know my Jessie. Wait, we're doing Stowe's not next weekend, the weekend after, right?
Next
15th?
No, not this weekend, next weekend.
Yeah, not this
15th.
Friday, next Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let me open a new doc. And we'll get to our third part of our show. Which timing wise is perfect. Oh, here she comes. She come and say hi to you.
Like a sauna down here.
Oh yeah, it's really warm down here because I turned the heater on.
Just
Well,
Travis.
it's warm in here too. Hello.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi.
buddy.
I can't.
I
hear
miss
him.
you.
I miss you too. Oh my god, I'm drenched to the bone.
Oh no. Oh, it was disgusting out.
Yeah.
Did you get exciting vegetables? What vegetables do you have in?
Oh no, I didn't get any
Mulch?
vegetables because I have been dealing all day with my old apartment and a gas leak. A gas leak.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
A gas leak which resulted in National Grid coming to dig a giant hole to vent the gas, and then with all this rain, now our entire meter room is flooded and all the water is leaking on top of our electrical. So now Con Ed needs to come out to make sure that none of our electrical got damaged. So, that's that.
Wow.
Now I
That
need to
sucks.
go-
You guys have tenants?
Shower.
You have tenants now?
No, this is my old building, so it's like a 8
Yeah,
unit.
with the elevator, right?
No. This is like
Oh, the old
old
okay.
one. Old one. And so yeah.
That sucks.
It does. So, but you guys have been nice and toasty. So that's nice.
Yeah.
It's been warm down here, yeah.
I know. I was like, oh, I should have brought a bottle of wine, but then nobody who actually lived there offered any wine, and I was like, come on, crew.
Yeah.
You guys,
It's like the least you could
right?
do.
And then also,
We're all here suffering.
seriously.
Like, granted, I would have been like, would you like some of my box of wine?
I know. There was talk about taking a shot of rum to warm up because there's no gas. So there's no heat, there's no cooking, and there's no hot water. And that's been that way since Sunday.
Just your unit
No, the
or
whole building.
the whole building?
Yeah, the whole building. And then with the water going on the electrical, the fire department was like, you should shut off the electricity. And we were like, So
Oh.
then we would be
Oh.
living in the
A cave.
outdoors.
Yeah, it was
basically.
Yeah. So what? Oh my
A roof.
gosh.
Well, I guess you have a roof.
Bring your candles.
No, but that's the thing, because then it's like there's gas, and so then we're like, can we light
Oh,
anything? Because
Ah.
it smells like gas in the building.
Awful.
there's a gas
Anyway.
leak. Yeah.
We are this close from total chaos.
Oh my god.
Is your tenant still there?
Yeah,
Wow.
tenant's still there. People are taking showers at like the gym, and
I would move. I'd figure out another place to stay for a while.
but some people haven't been
It's like,
home
hey.
because we're like, we need access to your unit, and they're like, we haven't been home all week, and I'm
That's
like,
even crazier.
well, then just stay wherever
where
you
are
are
you?
because it's not
Okay.
worth
Yeah.
coming back.
This is great for me, but where are you?
And can we join you? All right, Travis has to get back to his thing.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. See you guys next week.
We were just talking about that.
All right, cool.
15th.
Huh?
The 15th.
The 15th.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
I keep saying it and no one's agreeing with me.
Yeah.
So
All right.
I love you.
I love you.
Oh,
Excuse me.
Sorry, we needed a just
no,
break.
that's good. All my
I know.
all of my podcasts should come with a jest break. That's a perfect idea. Oh, so I had this idea. Okay, this might all get cut, but like, I had this idea for a segment in the show that I'm gonna try out on the two of you, and I bet it's not gonna go well, but I'm gonna try it anyway.
All right, let me blow my nose.
I love. Yeah, let's do that.
I would mute, but I don't know how.
Sorry. I'm sure. Just cut this.
Yeah, let's cut this. So I love. Do you guys know this about me? I love spreadsheets. Did you know that?
What? No.
Yeah. I love making spreadsheets about all sorts of random shit.
Also, the amount of times I've gone, Sharon, can you check if my formula works?
Right. I love making spreadsheets about all sorts of random stuff. I have a spreadsheet about this show. I have a spreadsheet about most of the rest of my YouTube stuff. Most of the rest of my YouTube stuff even includes stuff that includes spreadsheets in the actual videos. And I'm curious, do either of you have like a spreadsheet that you do anything with?
I can show you my dorkiest.
That's what I'm
spreadsheet,
here
but it's a-
for. Let's go.
It is a handwritten sheet. It's not an Excel sheet.
You have to
Oh,
don't
please.
share it to the video though. You have to send it to me or something else. Yeah.
It's gotten smaller, but so I play this game called Genshin
Let's
Impact,
go.
and you can level up your characters by their friendship, and this is my
I gotta get
friendship
up close to
level
this.
for Genshin.
So you're keeping track of what level they're at, your friendship, and they're
Yeah.
less than 9
So-
versus 9? Why is it, what's the 9?
So not it goes up to 10.
Uh-huh.
So at 10 they're max level. But I have this is the first this is the
Oh,
first
this is the lower
one.
sheet.
Yeah, this is the second
Oh,
one.
nice. This is a physical spreadsheet,
have-
people. Physical spreadsheets. This is like Bob Cratchit level spreadsheets.
I'm on my 6th one, and I get very excited every time I can cross someone off.
Yeah. You move them to the next
So you
list
have
up.
a party of 4, and then it's like once they hit 10, I cross off the person. There's no reason to do this, by the way.
The game
It's
keeps track
just-
of some of that for you.
It brings me
No,
joy.
yeah, you have it next to you. Yeah, of course. The spreadsheets bring me joy too. Yes.
Okay. Every time I get to write it over, I get
Oh,
so
it's
excited.
nice. Yes. So
And you're just like, oh,
so you move
I
the
need to
one
start
them
with
one at a
only
time
one.
to the right each time they level up.
this is my first one. Very proud of that.
And are they all crossed off?
So many columns.
Do-
So I go until I reach the end of the piece of paper.
Oh, nice.
Uh-huh.
Excellent.
But it's so stupid. And I showed this. So I have one very close friend who also plays the game. And I told her, I was like, oh, I have to update my sheet. And she's like, what are you talking about? I was like, oh,
I leveled up.
I got Ayato to level 7. I have to move him over. And she was just like, I don't
I thought she was
I
gonna.
don't understand.
I thought she was gonna be like, I have a similar spreadsheet situation.
No. So we mostly talk on WhatsApp. And she was just like, LOL, are you okay?
Have you thought at
I was
all
like,
thought
"No,
about going
great."
digital with your spreadsheet?
There's something about physically being able to cross things
No,
off
totally.
in this particular situation when at work, I have a lot of different spreadsheets. I make everything into a spreadsheet at work because I think it's
They're great. Because they're
one.
great.
My old boss, Carol, would put everything in Word, which I think is stupid.
Get out of your word.
So I would put everything. I would just make everything in Excel. It's neater. You can hide things. You can make it, manipulate it the way you want. But she was just like, put it in a Word doc, and then like add all the, make a chart. And I was like,
Make a
Add a
chart
table.
in Word?
yeah. Literally, they made Excel, so you would not have to do this. That is
Don't make
what
a
Excel
chart
is.
in Word.
But she makes us make charts in Word. Well, she's retired now, thank the Lord. But this is my favorite spreadsheet.
That's awesome.
It brings me so much joy. It's my favorite personal spreadsheet.
Oh my god, this segment.
I have work ones that I'm very proud of, but this one,
I don't think this segment could have gone better. I don't think I could have got better. And I love the fact that it's physical. I like to do physical spreadsheets as well. And very specifically, my to-do list is always physical at work and life.
Yep.
Because I just truly love the feeling of crossing things out. I also go ahead.
I don't know, for you, does it help you commit to memory
It does.
when you write things down? Like, I remember writing something down.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Is that it's actually, I was going to say something slightly different than that. Is that I actually will rewrite my to-do list every day, and the reason is because it creates a physical like moment, a like chemical reaction as I'm writing it to like, oh, how stressed I am, the fact that this is still on my to-do list. And I'll be like, oh shit,
And
I
it's
gotta
been
get
like
that
the
done.
fourth time you've written it over, you're like,
Yeah, I gotta do something about this, and then that'll pop to the
Yeah.
top of the list as a result.
yeah. I had a let's say less than
Oh.
stellar employee who I no longer work with, and I was trying to get her like into good habits. And I would tell her many times, you have to find what works for you. You do what works for you. For me, I write my to-do list, and I don't do it every day. I do it maybe every 3 days, but I save them. And then as I write things over, if I find something that I thought I'd done but I hadn't, it's like, oh, 2 weeks ago I just never wrote it over. So I thought I did it, but I just completely forgot about it. And like I save them, I have a little red well with them.
Stop,
But
Michelle, stop talking.
Oh my god! I bet you weren't expecting me to have so much to say about the.
I was happy about that, but
God. Is that a physical stopwatch?
Time for snack. Snack. Oh yeah, yeah. Snack. Oh yeah. Snack. Oh yeah, yeah. Snack. Oh yeah.
Those
all
are
right,
the
it's a
children.
snack time, guys. Hey, it's snack time.
All right.
We made
Is
it.
that
We made it
for
to
Betsy
snack time.
Baby?
Yes. No, that's a video I found on YouTube of some people doing a
Oh.
kids snack time video.
That's very cool.
I'm gonna actually have to step out away for 30 seconds, and then we can start snack time. So just
Okay,
hold up.
I'm gonna go pee.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna go pee.
In the same
Don't
30 seconds.
snack.
Don't snack
yet.
yet, but it is snack time, guys. We made it.
Snack time. Don't snack yet. Okay.
I won't pee while I won't snack while I'm back.
Back.
We're
It's time
back.
for snack
Hello.
time.
Word.
All right. Tell me about your snacks. What type of snacks do you have?
So we brought one of my favorite snacks, Utz's
Oh,
Party Mix,
nice. That's his party mix. What a great choice.
which is very noisy, and I apologize.
No,
in
so
advance.
here's the thing. Everybody, okay, thank you for bringing it up. Internet, be ready. This part's going to involve crunching and munching and slurping and slopping, and you're just going to have to deal with it. If you're not ASMR, you're going to have to mute this part of the podcast because this is snack time, and we do snacks right. So is that what you got? You got the Utz party mix. What's your favorite thing in the Utz party mix?
So it has little weird tortilla chips, pretzel wheels, which is also fun. Tiny Doritos, but they're not called that. They're called nachos.
It's not right, but
They have cheese crunchies, which are basically
Cheetos.
But my personal favorite is the
white disc.
barbecue
Oh yeah, those are good.
burrito situation.
I'm sorry, it's not burrito though. It is BBQ corn chip.
Nice.
BBQ corn chips.
Okay, cool.
It's all delicious, but this is my favorite.
Yes.
What snack do you have?
I have rolled gold pretzel sticks.
Some people might think that's lame, but I think it's fantastic.
Wow. Well, some people are clearly wrong.
Do you
Dave is a purist.
I was gonna say, do you gravitate towards that?
Actually, no. I'm a big fan of pretzels. My go-to is actually, was it Bachman? Not Bachman. There's a brand of gluten-free pretzels
It was Bachman.
in a red bag that's actually really good. They're super like crunchy.
Okay.
I guess if you don't want gluten pretzels too, they're good.
You gotta know the brand.
I like pretzels in basically all their shapes, forms, sizes, and
You're
varieties,
a big pretzel fan.
as long as they're salt.
Do you like?
But we got these because
So I think Soph picked them.
we had our niece last week, and she and Dave chose their snacks together.
Nice.
Snyder's.
Oh,
Excuse me,
Snyder's is the best.
Sweet
Fantastic.
pretzel twist. Also, the pretzel rods, great. But something about the lack of gluten makes them so crispy.
Mm. I like the dark, Snyder's dark pretzels.
He has some weird dark pretzel.
Yep.
Which are also good, but they're super loud.
Yep. Well, everything well done. So good.
Pretzels are underrated because they are great for dipping in things.
But they're also great on their own.
They're also great on their own. But here's the thing. Mustard, great with pretzels.
See, I like a cheese.
Pub cheese, top thing.
Yeah.
I like a nice cheesy, a beer.
This is the second time
cheese.
pub cheese has come up on snack time. So
What's
keep that in mind, people. Pub cheese, highly recommended.
What's your snack,
My
Trav?
snack today is some giant Peruvian Incan corn snacks. It's basically corn nuts, right?
I would say it's corn
It's
nuts.
corn nuts, but they're huge. They're at least twice the size of a normal corn nut.
That was really good.
And they're salty and very crunchy.
Corn
Trader
nuts
Joe's.
bother me because they look like teeth.
They are the size of teeth. They're bigger than teeth, actually. They're more like this.
No, regular corn nuts. They freak me out because
Oh,
they
they
look
look
like
like little teeth. These are much bigger.
Oh.
They seem healthier. I don't know if they are, but
teeth. No, I've read that corn chips are actually, as healthy as snacks get because they're just basically corn.
okay. There's a shitload of salt.
Like everything
though.
else.
Just an absolute
Yeah.
load of salt. And then the corn nuts that you get that are like the corn nuts brand, right? Then you get the ranch ones, and that can't be good for you.
So growing up in the Bronx, we didn't do corn nuts. I always thought that was a thing that was made up on TV.
Corn nuts?
Oh,
Yeah. That's a thing. So when I saw them in real life for the first time, I was like, this is fucking amazing. Corn nuts are real. And then I ate them and I was like, this is terrible. Why are you eating these? Because every time you're like, am I gonna chip a tooth?
does feel like that.
Is this the day that I realize my enamel is weak?
I love an extremely crunchy thing. Pretzels being one of them, but I love an extremely crunchy thing like that. Yeah, but about every 20th or so corn nut is a little too hard.
And you don't know until you're in. And you're just like, okay, we're good.
You guys want to know one of my favorite parts about snack time is that I get to buy snacks for snack time. It's a little clever trick to let Jess let me buy snacks.
Genius.
I come home with a new snack, and she's like, "Why do you have that?" I'm saving it for snack time.
To start a podcast, just as a good excuse to get snacks.
I'm telling you,
Have that, get snacks.
talk about
I will
spreadsheets.
say on the way home yesterday, I was like, I have to go get snacks.
There you go.
And I was like, Dave, do you want me to get snacks? And he was just like, I have snacks. Because he's Dave. And I was like, no, we need new, fun, and exciting snacks.
Nothing against pretzels, but I'm gonna get some of those Utz Party Mix.
It's so good. And you can order on Amazon. It comes in a tub.
You can
I love the tub. I love the tub.
Yeah, the tub. Yeah, Costco.
I just want to do a special shout out though to Extra Toasty Cheez-Its.
Yes, please. Thank you.
You know, typically my number one snack of choice, I literally go see family and they have Extra Toasty Cheez-Its there. But for today, it just kind of had to be some rolled gold pretzel sticks.
That's 2 appearances by Cheez-It in the snack time. They were snack time of choice for Christine last week. You know, and then
would Cheez-Its and pub cheese just be too hardcore?
I gotta try it. They have the big Cheez-Its, right? You could try the big Cheez-Its and pub cheese. That might be interesting. No, I'd have that. I don't think that's too hardcore.
I saw a thing on Instagram about a bakery who makes like a giant Cheez-It.
Well, I saw that too, because somebody showed it to me on Instagram.
Yeah, freaking algorithm. I hate when it's great.
I recently re-downloaded Instagram, and I haven't been enjoying the algorithm. It's not doing anything for me.
It makes a lot of choices, and a lot of those are bots.
That's what.
A lot of it now is AI, like art, where they're like, "What if SpongeBob was wearing stilettos?" I'm like, I don't know what I could have done to make you think I want this content.
I gotta give that content to
Maybe
somebody.
I clicked on a SpongeBob meme one time, and they were like, "What if he was on RuPaul's Drag Race?" Like,
gotta keep sending her.
I can see how you
so she
those
loves
two
it.
interests might align, but no.
All right.
But yeah.
So that's snack time, folks. Pretty good segment. I got a few more. Do you ever put whole handfuls of the Utz snack in your mouth, or do you just always do one thing at a time? That's an important question about mixes.
So for me, I'm very particular. So like when I also really enjoy the Starburst jelly beans. And when I get them, I take however many and I separate them into the exact correct like number. So it's like 1 lemon, 1 grape, 1 whatever. So I usually do it specifically 1 piece at a time.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure I have a problem. But
best place to manifest that problem is in snack categorizations.
My snacks are just very well organized.
I combine. I'm a combiner.
Okay.
It's fucking chaos. Watching him do things, it's just me and just
Okay. It's 9:30. Do you have 30 minutes of mental capacity left, or do I need to let you go?
I think we're okay.
Okay. I'm quite serious. We can quit if you need to be done. But we should try this fire top 10 list. Okay, so FIRE, in case anybody's new to this part of the internet, it stands for financial independence and retiring early. Dave is a registered fan of FIRE, but is not a financial advisor. Michelle, I've been informed, is not a member of the FIRE Society and is also not a financial advisor, and her recommendations should not be taken as thus. I am a former financial advisor, and I have gotten my Series 6 license and Series 66, and if he knows what those are, then you're probably a financial advisor yourself, and you know that I'm not a financial advisor, and you should not take my advice. But what we're gonna do together is we're gonna make a top 10 list, the top 10 recommendations for fire of all time, and it'll be definitive. It'll be over. Like, no one can argue with us. You know why? Because the podcast will be over. Okay, no one else is here to argue with us. There's literally nobody in the chat to stop us from defining this as the top 10. So,
Chad, where are
we're
you?
gonna go fast. No, he's gone. He waved goodbye about half an hour ago.
Chad,
He missed next.
So we're gonna roll
You're
for
letting
it.
me
Okay, we're gonna roll.
we're gonna roll.
You're gonna roll, and I'm gonna suggest to you a fire topic, a fire recommendation, and then we're going to place it in the top 10 list, the top 10 list that I just sent you, without seeing the rest of the list. Okay, so you have to kind of gauge, like, is this going to be in the top 10? I don't know. Like, how crazy are these ideas going to be? Are they going to be good ideas or bad ideas? Right?
And these are ideas to be able to retire early.
To gain financial independence or retire early. Okay, so in this case, I need one of you to roll a d10 and one of you to roll a d6. Yeah, d10 and d6 again.
Use.
The D6 was a 1.
The D10 was a 2.
Okay.
Starting out strong.
Financially independent.
Remember, we are not financial advisors. Okay.
So literally all I can think of is the fire festival.
The D. Wait, with the
Which
D.
aren't they-
What was it again? The
aren't they
D6 was a 2.
The
Other way.
D6 was a 1. The D10 was a 2.
Okay, so I'm gonna call that 12. Okay, so the 6 is gonna be the 10's place, and the 10 is gonna be the 1's place. So that's 12. Here's your education. Here's your recommendation. Educate yourself. Continually educate yourself about financial advice, personal finance, investing, and retirement planning to make informed decisions. Dave, what do you think about that piece of advice?
Yeah.
So it's good advice, but I mean, it's great advice.
It's great advice. You should
be informed.
educate yourself about a lot of
Yes.
things.
But
Wait,
where
is
in our
this me or you?
It's all of
Or
us,
would
but
you
I just asked Dave because I thought he would give us
okay,
the.
so we're picking where this is in 1 to
Yeah.
10. Being informed and keeping up to
It's basically keeping up to date on the information. Like, yeah,
I feel like it's pretty high.
reading a lot of stuff.
That might be number one.
No, I can't be.
Aside from like
What about like saving money?
being, well, and like winning the lottery.
That's true. That might be on the list, by the way. So watch out.
So
But I feel like it's a lower probability.
counterpoint though, I feel like a lot of the principles of this, like, they don't change over time.
Okay, there. That's Dave being
Do they change?
in the universe,
So,
and
'cause the
we're
thing
not.
is, if
Michelle,
you
like,
change a lot of stuff, like let's just say you look at your stock portfolio every day.
I don't, but
That's kind of not good.
oh, see, there you go.
Because that stuff is absolutely crazy, and you're like setting you could put yourself on a course
I
of
think so.
making emotional versus like rational decisions.
I took the prompt more as being informed on what's going on. It's like being, and maybe I'm misinterpreting it, but like being aware of the trends and what's happening.
Shall I read it again,
Versus-
and we can make sure? I kind of lean towards it being more like Dave's, like, overall understand personal finance
Like
things.
this hyper criticizing your choices and investments.
Continually educate yourself about personal finance, investing, and retirement planning to make informed decisions. Now, is this like looking at the stock market all the time, or is it like basically understanding the concept of personal finance? Because Dave's right, that the personal finance ideas don't really change necessarily.
Yeah, and you shouldn't be looking at that every day. But I thought it was like I guess I'm being more generic because I was thinking being informed and making sure you know what's going on every day. And if like
Yeah.
you wake up one day and
gotta
the
watch CNBC.
government's like, yeah, guess what? We're getting rid of
401ks.
Medicare, whatever the thing is.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, like know that when it's happening, not just like when you go to retire.
Let's put it
That's
to the
my-
middle.
I guess maybe throw this at like 6 or 7 is my thought. 7.
I'm gonna
Probably.
put
7 or
okay,
8.
I'm gonna put
You
it
know what? 7 or 8.
7.
Which it
Michelle
goes
wants
to
it
12.
higher.
This one goes to
It
12.
goes to 10. So let's put.
7 or 8.
I think 7 or 8.
What do you think, Travis?
I think I'm gonna take Dave's advice on this first one because he's a financial advisor. No,
Not.
not a financial
Legally.
advisor. That was a joke.
Okay, we can do. What did you
Okay,
say?
we're gonna do. Let's do. Let's do 7.
7 or 8.
We don't know what else is coming
No.
out at.
Okay.
We don't know the other 9 coming out at us.
I mean, one of them might be buy a
But
boat.
remember the one I sent you via text before. That is some of the types of stuff that's on the list, but it
Yeah.
goes
Yeah.
all the way from stuff like educate yourself to that sort of stuff. So roll the d6 and 10 again.
Although I still maintain that some of these dumbass things could be
Some of them are actually crazy.
6.
Ooh,
2 6s.
baby, 2 6s.
66. Okay. That one.
Mark of the beast.
Need one more 6.
I know. Just lucky. Okay.
Open a sidekick training academy. Establish a training academy for aspiring sidekicks and proteges, passing on your knowledge and skills to the next generation of crime fighters. Charge tuition fees for enrollment in your elite crime fighting academy. How good of a piece of advice is this in terms of fire recommendations?
So wait, 7
Having your own business is very good.
It is good.
It's also you
Being an entrepreneur.
can't really argue with someone that they're a bad sidekick because theoretically you wouldn't be able to know they're a sidekick.
Huh?
They should be so good at it that you wouldn't know,
Whoa.
right? I'm not saying this is a good idea. I'm just giving
It's
it
not a better idea than
reason
educating
that
yourself.
it could possibly be profitable.
Okay, here's my advice. Here's my reaction though. It's not a better idea than educating yourself.
No.
It's definitely worse.
But
Well,
That's why I don't
I don't know. Opening a business is
Opening a business is a good idea.
But how many
A
businesses?
sidekick business,
How many
however,
businesses fail every year?
this is true. This is a very niche market, though, and I think niche markets can
yes.
like it's unsaturated, untapped market.
This is
That
a
we
very
know of, we've
untapped
never
market.
looked
There
up
might be
super-
an absolute potential.
There might be literally no other crime fighting academies
one.
in the
This
world.
might be the start of a franchising opportunity that is
that is bound to
passive-
lead many
passive
people to
income
die.
is a cornerstone for financial.
It's become passive income because at a certain point you've made so many franchises of your crime fighting academy that you don't even have to go there anymore because you have general managers that take care of it, and then the money just rakes in.
I say
And
solid
all the
5.
bad guys know and murder all your students.
No. We're
Solid
5. Open a crime fighting. No, a sidekick academy. A sidekick.
Sidekick. I think the sidekick is really what makes it
Open a
possibly work.
I'm saying you say sidekick academy, I just see entrepreneur.
Yeah, I see it.
What's next?
Roll again. Roll
Right,
again.
the sky's the limit.
Give me-
We've had that deli down the street that's been 4 or 5 different delis.
What the?
They try.
They have
keep
delis.
trying.
We have those.
Right, that's it. Oh, that star one actually by the police station by the 114.
The one that's been closed for a year
That's what
now?
you're saying. It's come and gone a bunch of times. Roll again.
It's just been gone. All right. Apparently that's number 5.
Open a psychic academy. I love it. We are not financial advisors. Do not take our advice. I need you guys to roll again.
Unless you're a great sidekick.
And don't
Oh,
steal
sorry.
if you do in fact open a sidekick academy, we
We get a kickback.
25% of the proceeds.
Yep. We called dibs. That's just happened. That's this
I go
this
first?
recording is proof.
You can start.
10-sided is 5.
6-sided is 4.
Okay, 54.
Is 10's first, right?
No, wait.
10's in the 10.
No,
10's in the 10
no,
slot.
6 is in the 10s
one
column.
slot.
6 is in the 10s column. I only have 60 prompts.
Oh, so we can't hit 90.
Yeah, I can't hit
okay,
90.
so we've got to do it this way. So it's 45.
Oh, it's 45.
Yeah.
Create a line of designer socks for cats. Tap into the lucrative pet fashion industry by designing and selling stylish socks exclusively for cats. Because every feline deserves a little extra flair.
They do.
Bullshit. That I think that is more. That's better than the sidekick.
Nope, it's not, because
Because it already exists.
it probably does. But how are you? It's not like the little rain boots for dogs where they go outside and they wear the little booties,
Fancy.
and they walk and they're like,
Cats hate having things on their feet.
I feel like it's a 10. That's a terrible idea. Cats hate having stuff on them, especially on their feet, because their feet are their hands. So imagine if someone was like, you always have to wear
The
mittens.
question is not whether the cats want this. The question is, can you convince
Whether the
cat
humans
owners
want it
to
or the
purchase
cat.
these things?
Agreed, but my thinking is that you would only get
You only
a
get one sale.
one-time
So once and
purchase
done.
of
Yeah,
them.
you're right.
All right, 10.
10.
I agree.
Uh,
I think it's
what do we call this one? Wait, hold on. It said
cat socks.
create a line of designer socks for cats. Designer socks.
Socks for cats, because
line
cat
of
socks would
designer
be like a 4. That would be great. Like socks designed that their cat,
for socks.
your cat. If I could have like I'm designing socks for you that are your cat. Like if I could have a pancake pair where one is like the white goes higher on one foot than the other, I would pay for
Michelle, you're giving away great ideas. Keep that one. Wait, that one we call dibs on, okay? Trademarked.
that. Human paws.
But we're not
Or
financial
like the one like
advisors.
pancake or tzatziki, and it would have little black toe beans.
We're not financial advisors. So if you really want to do the line of designer socks for cats, you go ahead and do it.
Just let us know so I can buy them and send you pictures of my cat's feet.
Roll again.
Oh.
Roll again.
So you go first.
47.
47. That's in the same ballpark.
Dog socks.
This is in the mediumly. These are just so we're clear, and in case you haven't been able to tell, the numbers, the higher it is, the more wacky it's gonna be. This one is start a celebrity impersonation agency. Hire yourself out as a professional celebrity impersonator for parties, events, and corporate gigs. Just make sure that your Britney Spears or your Elvis Presley impression is on point. On point.
So specifically only yourself?
Yeah. You gotta hire yourself out. Well, no, again, just like all entrepreneurship, the goal is eventually passive income, but you start with your own celebrity. There's I think you should leave like segment about this. Isn't it?
This might be more successful than the sidekick.
No. The sidekicks is better. Obvious
What
franchise potential
person
there.
are you imitating?
Oh, I mean, I don't. Is this me doing it?
You'd
or
have to
is this
start with
just
you,
like-
obviously.
You
Oh,
start with you.
I do this. Yeah, I can't impersonate anybody. This is 11.
We're gonna have to put it above the line of designer socks, though. Are you watching the doc as well?
I
yeah,
am.
Yeah, we'll have to go with 9.
Okay, we're gonna go with 9.
Yeah.
Start a
In
celebrity
hindsight-
impersonation agency.
People listening looking for this for actual financial advice, you need Jesus. But this would have been 10 and the socks would have been 9.
Can't do that. No, the
That's not
permanent.
how
That
math
can't. She's not allowed to say that, people. Agency.
Can I heavily imply it?
Yeah.
Is it 16 or 16?
Okay, next one.
16.
16. Okay, this is gonna be, on the more reasonable side.
Thank God.
Take advantage of tax-advantaged accounts. Maximize contributions to retirement accounts like 401ks, IRAs, and HSAs to minimize taxes and accelerate wealth accumulation.
Yes.
Is that like 1, 2?
That's a point or two.
That's like either number 1 or 2, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's actually. I mean, it all depends on how we roll.
It depends how we
I'd
roll.
probably put it 2.
But
'Cause
2, because
Who knows what else is gonna
Oh
come
my
up?
goodness! If there's something better than this, though. Okay, you're right. You're right. There could be something better. Okay, we're gonna put it 2.
I don't know what could be better than max out your 401k.
Yeah, that's
though,
like-
other than
Well,
find
to
a
be
loyal.
to great
well in
retirement
your
early,
backyard.
you can't retire early with your 401k or your tax advantage account. So there you go.
You can.
Okay. Tell me more, Fire Chief.
Noodle
I mean, there's ways that you can deduct from those things. I'm not saying without penalty,
yeah.
but
It's unadvised,
right.
but yeah. But you definitely want to do this to become financially independent and
Yes.
retire.
Yeah, that's.
I
you
like that
just
we
should
left
do
space.
that.
I like that we left space because there's going to be something better. Let's right at the top. Okay, next one.
One of them is going to be like have a salary of $3,000, $300,000 a week.
I mean, there is one that's like make more money. Yeah, but
Okay. Let's do it.
Let me know if you want to switch dice. 55.
oh,
Uh-oh.
your script failed.
Did we?
No, I don't know. It's pretty up there though. Become a paranormal consultant. Offer consulting services to law enforcement agencies, government organizations, and private clients on matters related to the supernatural. Charge hefty
So,
fees for your experience in solving occult mysteries.
So be sick.
I mean, Psych lived in Santa Barbara, California, and he was just bad with
It was
money.
supernatural stuff on
Otherwise,
Psych?
I think they would have been done well.
It was supernatural stuff on
Um,
Psych?
Not supernatural, but he, posed as a psychic. So
He poses as he said he was
Oh.
in tune with the supernatural, but he actually was just really good with
He's
details.
not actually supernatural.
I
Which I
probably
guess
put
we're
that-
not either.
I probably put that.
4.
Well, yeah, I throw that at 4. I think that's a good business opportunity.
Okay, here's my argument against it as 4. I just want to argue it real quick. Oh, I shouldn't be eating the snacks. We're not in snack time anymore.
Oh, but I can't stop.
You can have the
maybe.
snacks. I just can't because it's too crunchy.
Oh.
You can have snacks all you want. I think Open a Sidekick Academy is better. I know Michelle thinks it's dangerous, but I just don't. There's no other ones. But I happen to know there exists like paranormal, like companies that have more experience than us and have already opened franchises and stuff.
Than us.
So I would put it at 6.
Capabilities.
6. All right, let's do it.
Open paranormal agency.
Should I switch dice?
Okay.
No.
You're the first number.
Oh, sure.
Oh no, become a paranormal consultant.
Yeah.
You are.
I don't know if you just want to go first. 53.
Okay.
Same zone.
Secret lair rental. Rent out your secret lair or headquarters to other villains or vigilantes in need of a secure base of operations. Generate passive income while you're out crime fighting. So
The main problem with that is you have to have a secret lair.
yeah, but this is not that far away from just being have an Airbnb.
Yeah.
This suggestion is
true.
essentially have a second rental property.
Have another home.
So this really is not. I think this is actually kind of high. Like it's something that creates financial independence. It's spare income. It's it's passive income.
Maybe 4? 4?
Yep.
We have 1, 3, 4, and 8.
I want to go 3, but I'm willing to go 4.
I have hope. I have
You have
hope
hope
that
for
there's
regular
something
shit?
logical in these dice.
I shouldn't have revealed how the numbering goes, but whatever. I thought it was funny. Secret layer rental at 4.
I mean, didn't reveal anything. You just said
Or
it's 1 through 10 and you can't move anything.
randomize the number. So like,
Oh, yeah.
what was that? 53 could be off different from 55.
Yeah, I could have, but I
Yeah.
didn't do that. I needed another spreadsheet for that.
That-
Oh boy.
Let's get the next roll.
Wait,
Wait, we already did this one. 66. We had 66.
Okay.
We're re-rolling. We're cheating. 46.
Okay, a little bit more normal, a little more tame.
No, don't stop eating that. I'm gonna give you food.
Okay. Okay. This is not more normal. Launch a potato salad subscription service. Offer a
Nope.
subscription box service, delivering gourmet potato salads to subscribers each month. It's a perfect blend of
Actually-
convenience and carb loading. Carbo loading.
So we have 1, 3, and 8 are our spots left.
This doesn't
I mean,
exist.
That's pretty neat. Like, food subscription is good, but I mean, I'd probably go
8,
8.
we gotta put-
I don't know how sustainable it is. It's kind of rough.
Salad subscription
I
service.
was like, what if people don't like your potato salad?
Yeah, then they're never.
People are very particular about their
You
potato
guys gotta
salad.
look.
Not a
You guys
lot
gotta
of
roll well
options.
now. Give us some normal shit.
68.
This could...
Ask for normal shit. Gets the wackiest shit possible.
This next one is oh, okay, yeah. Open a unicorn rental business. Invest in a stable of unicorns, and then, or perhaps, just horses with creatively attached horns, and rent them out for fantasy-themed events and photo shoots. Actually, that aside that they put in there actually almost makes this normal.
Yeah. No, I feel like that's a thing we should be able to do.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna Google rent a unicorn.
Hear
and
me
see
out.
what
Yeah.
comes up.
If they were real unicorns, this is a absolute number.
Oh, that's a good point.
So we have to
That's actually a very valid point,
Pony
Dave.
Express Entertainment,
If I have a
which
real
is a great name for a horse rental place.
a real unicorn to rent, which by the way, okay, you know what? I actually changed it because now that I think about it, if I have a unicorn to rent,
No, don't rent it. Just use it.
I'll rent it.
I think its quality of life would go.
That's true.
Oh, I would absolutely not allow you to rent our unicorn.
Well, also, in order to do this, you'd have to have a stable of unicorns. And if you manage to acquire a whole
they were
stable
very
worth of
clear in
unicorns,
that you have to have 45 unicorns.
you have to have a whole stable worth of them. And if so, you're already financially independent.
All right, where are we putting this?
I think we got to put it at 3.
I mean, I can rent a unicorn.
I think we got to put it at 3.
I wouldn't because I would worry that it would be mistreated. But
All right, let's see what this last piece of
Greenland
advice is.
ponies.
Let's pick what numbers we got free.
We only have one. We only have number 1 left. Oh,
Is it?
No, we had one.
I'm sorry. Open a
oh,
unicorn rental company.
One. Yeah, one. We have one left.
1 or 3. Yeah.
Last one's number 1.
Yep. No matter what. We're not financial advisors.
69.
Hey,
Can we do
and
that
that's
one?
our show, everybody. Thanks.
That's it.
That's my
It's
absolute last
69.
one. That's my absolute last one. Open a retirement home for superheroes. Establish a retirement plan specifically designed for superheroes, offering benefits such as enhanced life insurance, disability coverage, pension options. Ensure that even hanging up the cape, superheroes can enjoy a comfortable retirement.
I actually think that is really good because most superheroes probably won't live to reach that age, so they'll be paying into this.
Wow. Yeah.
And we wouldn't really have to pay out too often. So
I also feel like it's presuming a lot.
Like the existence of superheroes.
Yeah, and that they would be like, let me put into my retirement fund. Whereas I feel like most are like blaze of glory.
Perhaps my argument against that, Michelle, is that they don't want to have to deal with this stuff, and you can offer that as the service. The service is I will take care of all of your financial planning so that when you're ready to die, when you're ready to retire, that was not a Freudian slip. Potential customer.
Maybe we offer that as part of the package.
yeah, you worry.
Or should you die at 35, we
You
will
worry.
have a great service.
Yeah,
You worry about the crime.
You were about crime.
We got you covered.
I'll worry about the financial advice.
Yeah.
Because I'm a fire expert.
Which is poor.
So we've chosen that as our number 1
What's
best
your financial
suggestion.
advice? Don't die.
Number 1 financial advice to you, all of you out there on the internet, by us, the non-financial advisors with no financial background. Number 1 piece of advice to you: everybody, go out there and open yourself a retirement company for superheroes. I'm sure that will generate financial independence, and retiring early for you, opening that business.
But seriously, make sure you're putting into your 401k.
Yeah.
Pay attention to your company's
Match.
options. If they offer matching, make sure you do it.
Live below your means.
Consider geo arbitrage. Do those things.
Credit is exactly that. It's credit.
Yeah, minimize that.
It's not free money.
Live below your means is
All right.
quite literally on the list, word for word.
No, this is too much free advice. People charge thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
for
this stuff.
I could find all of this on Reddit.
People.
Yeah, you
I
can.
got all of these from ChatGPT. Every single one of them. Okay, we did it, gang. We had a podcast.
We did. We
Oh
podcasted.
my god, I love talking to you guys. I laugh so much. My cheeks literally hurt. It was so good. So
It's from the giant Incan corn nuts.
oh, that's true. I did do a lot of chomping earlier. It was so good. But I had a great time. Thank you so much for spending the evening with me, you two. I love talking to you, and I can't wait to see you next week.
Thank you for having us. And
Yeah.
we'll see you next
Okay.
week.
Hosting?
Yeah, I hosted the pod.
You hosted.
I did a little bit of prep. I mostly ChatGPT did the works.
You
Shout out
production.
to OpenAI.
Yo,
You
the spreadsheet segment, that's gonna be a hit. I think everybody's gonna talk about spreadsheets in the show. That's Annie.
I'm very excited. Oh, I threw it.
I might throw out the RPG section. The role playing game is tough. It can be fun, but you did a great job with it, Michelle. But I think it can be tough. I think if the spreadsheet section works really well, then we should go with that.
I agree.
I think the hard part with the RPG is that you're not allowed to go. You can't really go into it as much as you would want.
Yeah.
So either you're making kind of frou-frou decisions, or you're me who's asking 1,000 questions. Where it's like, are the crows immortal?
I like that
can
though.
hear
I
them,
like
so
that.
they're immortal, right?
I want. It's also going to vary though. Different people are going to treat it different ways. So maybe I'll figure out a way. But the biggest thing, I don't want to have people to have to prep, and it would be better if everybody read that doc before showing up. And I'm just like, nah, I don't want to have the guests have to prep. So I'm gonna have to keep it lightweight and figure out how to get.
And I very much skimmed it, but retained nothing.
Yeah.
So it's like, we're a vampire, cool. And then you're like, so here's all the stuff. It's like,
Here's
oh,
all
I
this.
was in there.
Yeah. I was in there. I'll figure it out. I think I might keep it for at least one more episode, but I'm gonna figure out ways to make that even more streamlined. But
I'm kind of excited to hear how people make it 2003.
2003, yeah. As a vampire.
Because it's also very
Listen to the
niche.
next podcast.
You have to listen to the next episode. I'm gonna
it's
cut
very
some of that and put this
niche,
part in. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Have a great night. I'll see you all very soon.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
night. Is there a sign off?
That's it. We're signing
Bye.
off.
Bye, internet.